Hi guys, I just wanted to do a couple minutes on how do you actually edit your course once you actually get your own course. You can't actually edit the play space, the Moodle test course. The Moodle people at Learn NC don't really want you messing it. You can look at it, but they don't really want you to mess with it too much. But I just want to show you where that is, just so you know when you do get your own course, you know where that is. So I'm actually going to jump into my course. And you can do it on the Moodle test course as well, but I just want to show you. So this is your administrative block. You always want to turn your editing on once you get your own Moodle or in the test course in the play space. And then, so you see now all your little icons or your WYSIWYGs have come up. This is hide, delete, update, which is edit. You can move it up and down, you can move it over to the right or back if you want. But your administration block is where a lot of stuff happens, especially when you first get your course. You'll want to go in here and you just need to make some decisions about how many blocks, how many little blocks in your Moodle that you're going to want. You can always put a little description here. You want to name your course, what it is. If it's English 101, second period, you might want to put your name in it because several of you guys might, many people might be having English courses, so you may want to put like Mrs. Hervey's English second period or something to that effect. I personally like topics format. It's just easier. It's just sort of a blank block that you can put labels in. But you're also more than welcome to go ahead and actually use the weekly format. But remember that the date that you put here will start the weeks off. So if you know what days you're going to actually start this Moodle, then you could use the weekly format, and then it'll do a block for every week after that. And you can change the number of blocks. I mean, you could actually set up your Moodle for a whole year of courses. So that's always nice. Number of items to show, that just means every time you post in your news forum, how many of those postings will show in a little block on the side, so you can change that if you like. You definitely want to mess with how much of upload that you can have. You want to always set it to the maximum upload, especially if you're going to have kids turning things in via forums or via assignments, stuff like that. So now, I don't mess with any of these enrollment plugins. I do disenroll this. You'll probably, once your county, whatever Clemens County decides, you'll probably just load in your students yourself, and I'll actually show you that in just a second. But I disable that. I do make this course available to students. You do want that there, especially if you're going to start having kids come. And then, you can decide if you want guests to be able to come. That's completely up to you. So you could just send people to the Moodle and they could look at your course. They can't edit or do anything, but they can look at it. So once you made all your changes, and again, you can change this as often as you want. So let's say you started with a weekly format and then you realized that wasn't really working for you. You can switch to a block Moodle at any time. So don't feel like the way you have it set today is not changeable. You can always edit it and you won't lose anything. All right, and then you want to always save your changes, and then your blocks will come out the way that they were. So I have just 10 blocks in here. So there we go. I do want to just briefly talk about assigning roles, how you kind of would get kids into your or other teachers into your course. So if you wanted to get another teacher here, so all the teachers, like let's say you're collaborating with another teacher, what you need to do is, you can see there's this many users. You have to actually search for that teacher's name, and then I should show up, but so Lisa Hervey, so I'm going to search for myself. Hopefully I show up. And then what will happen is you click on the person and then you use this arrow to move them over. Now I'm not going to save this because I'm already in there. So there I am. So now I'm a facilitator, but I'm going to have to move myself out because I'm already, oh, I guess I can save it. I guess it doesn't matter. And then that's it. I'm in here. You want to go back. Let's go see what it would be like for students. Let me just jump back here really fast. So when you're ready to roll your students, hopefully Clemens County will just get Learn NC to just load all your students in, and hopefully it would be the same thing. You would just search for your students, or that's something you're going to have to check with your IT department about how they're actually going to facilitate that, how the people are actually going to get in your courses. But generally this is the easiest way to do it. You would just enroll all your kids into your second period English class. All right? All right, well, that's just some basics to get you started. There's obviously a lot more videos that I have for you, but That's just your basics, beginnings. The first time you get your Moodle, that's one of the first places you're going to go is to your administrative, look at your settings, and enroll your participants. Whoa.